Yo, football is back, man. It is back. Colts football is back. I'm super excited, man. I'm geeked and I'm ready to go. I hope you are too. Yeah. Football is back. Yo, with that being said, man, let's get into that thing. My name is E. Welcome to my show, man. My dogs is moving around, jumping around, so if my camera fall, I'm gonna try and pick it up real quick. Excuse that. Week one, Indianapolis Colts travel down to Houston to take on the Texans. Man, it should be a good game. It should be a good game. It should be a good game. It should be a shutout. They shouldn't even hold a candle to them. They should blow them out the water. They should. They should annihilate the Houston Texans. They should walk, I mean, do a stone cold. You're down there in Texas, stump a mud hole in their ass and walk it dry. That's what you should do. Let's go over the history. History tells us that the Colts can't pull a win in week one to save their careers. All that mumbo jumbo about, you know what I'm saying? You should go down there and annihilate them. Like I just said, you should go down there and stomp a mud hole in their ass and walk it dry, and you should whatever. History tells us that the Indianapolis Colts cannot pull a win to save their careers. And that has to stop. Man, we shut the Texans out last season. Week 6, we dominated them 31-3. Week 13, we shut them out 31-0. 4 recorded shutouts in the entire NFL that I know of. And the Colts own that by way of the Houston Texans. So when you look at that and you say to yourself, man, you got Matt Ryan, who's a much better quarterback than Phillip Rivers. Matt Ryan, who's a much better quarterback than Carson Wentz. Matt Ryan, who is a much better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett. Then going down to Houston, getting a win in week one shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't. All those quarterbacks I just mentioned, they all had a struggle in week one. They opened up with losses, man. You know what I'm saying? And that is how the Colts be starting off. We start off slow like a snail. One win, week 6, week 1-6. That's how slow we start. Can't start that slow, man. Matt Ryan has been thrown into a pressure, redemption, win now mode situation. That is where you're at with the Indianapolis Colts. You hear all this chatter out there about the Indianapolis Colts being this dominating team with Phillip Rivers. And I know, you know what I'm saying, off cue real quick, that Phillip Rivers was probably somewhere sitting there saying, now, Josh Garnett, I left him an 11-5 team. We made it to the playoffs. Yeah, we got beat by the Bills, but I still got 11-5. Then we went to the playoffs. What in the dickens is this Carson Wentz doing? What? 9-8. What? That is a distasteful taste in your mouth. I know he got to be sitting back somewhere saying that, man. And it's like 11-5, a playoff team. Yeah, we did lose to the Bills, but we made it into the playoffs as a wild card. But we made the playoffs, and then lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? We end the season 9-8, and you're like, what in the hell just happened? 9-8, huh? end the season 9-8. It's a thing of the past. It's over. It's done. Let it go. We're gonna start the slate clean. We're gonna wash it away. We're gonna start it clean again. The difference is that Matt Ryan does not have the luxury of coming in here and saying that if we go 9-8, 10-7, and don't make the playoffs, well, we can try and get it again next season. No, because you are the commander in chief. You'll take the controls come Sunday. Week 1 is on your shoulders. That's a lot of pressure. Redemption. Pressure because under Frank Wright, you just heard me say, Brissett lost week 1. Rivers lost week 1. Wentz lost week 1. That's a lot of pressure and redemption. You got to open up with a win, especially against a team that we shut out last season in both games on the defensive side of the ball. We shut them out. You can say what you want. Yeah, they got a field goal, bro. A field goal. 1, 2, 3. They got 3 points. But the thing about the Houston Texans, is that in the first half of their seasons, they could be that sneaky good team, man. They really, really could be that sneaky good team. They could be that team that sneak out there and get that 1, 2, maybe 3. You're pushing it with 4. Don't even knock on my door if you say that they're going to get 5. You won't get in here. Nah. Texas, 5? Boy, please. They'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars 2 years ago when we opened up with Phillip Rivers and get 1 win and take that 1 win all the way to the whole season, 1-15. They could be that sneaky good team in the beginning of the season. We've seen it happen. We've seen that team be that sneaky good team in the beginning of the season. With that being said, Matt Ryan, like I said, you've been thrown into this pressure, this redemption, win now scenario mode, if you will. And you look back at, his last season. We ain't finna, go over his whole career, 14-year career with the Atlanta Falcons. You look back at Matt Ryan's last season with the Atlanta Falcons. He ended the season with like 3,968 yards. He had 20-plus touchdowns, okay? Like 27 or something like that. He had like 11 interceptions, if I'm not mistaken. 10, 9, 11, something of that range. It was double digits. Fact check me if you want. But if I'm not mistaken, he did have like 3,900 some yards. He almost eclipsed 4,000. And he got 27 touchdowns, The thing was that the Falcons' offensive line let Matt Ryan get sacked 40 times. 4-0. 4-0. He got sacked 40 times. His number 1 receiver was his tight end, Kyle Pitts. Not even his wide receiver, Russell Gage. Kyle Pitts, a tight end. That is awesome. Indy got big tight ends, big boy tight ends. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? But right now, when you make a relationship with your tight end, or Russell Gage came in number 1 with the touchdowns. He had 4, I think, 5. And if you go back and you look at the stats of the Atlanta Falcons, Matt Ryan has 27 touchdowns. He didn't just single out one guy. He spread the thing around. He showed the love when it came to the touchdowns and stuff like that. If I'm not mistaken, Cordell Patterson, his running back, had the most last season with 5. He showed up. You know what I'm saying? But Again, you have the number one running back in the entire league with Jonathan Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you eclipsed 3,968 yards. You got sacked 40 times. You're coming into a team, man, that can hold you up. The question is can Matt Ryan put the Colts in a position to win? Can he really do that? I believe that he can. But the question that Matt Ryan is probably asking is, can my receivers put me in a position to win? And can I put them in a position to win? The number one question that you got to be asking yourself is, can Paris Campbell stay healthy? You know what I'm saying? Can he come in and be that guy? I mean, you know what I'm saying? When Paris Campbell is healthy, when he's on the field, he's a beast. He's dominating. You know what I'm saying? He got his touchdown last season, week 5. He was out. Kind of reminds me of that Bob Sanders tale. You know what I'm saying? Bob Sanders was a freak of nature on the field. He just got injured a lot. He did. You know what I'm saying? Bob Sanders got injured a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm looking at Paris Campbell and I'm saying, is that a repeat? Is that what we're looking at here? You know what I'm saying? I hope that he can get in a position to where he can stay healthy this entire season. You know what I'm saying? That then you got your number one guy, Michael Pittman Jr. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 yards. He finished his first season with 500 some yards, 5 touchdowns with Phillip Rivers. You know what I'm saying? He got better. You know what I'm saying? He went up. He didn't go down. He didn't predict his numbers go down. He went up. You know what I'm saying? He got 1,000 yards plus. You know what I'm saying? And he only got 7 touchdowns. But yet and still, those numbers went up. And if he wants to be the number one wide receiver, and being on a team that is saying that they are a win now team, you look at the team that says that they are win now. Let's look at the reigning AFC champions in the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals got 3,000-yard plus receivers, yo. Like 3 of them, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't just eclipse it by a little. They got that. And then they got a dominating quarterback as well, Joe Burrow. I mean, man, they're the AFC champions. They made it to the Super Bowl. So if this is where we want to be, then we got to have the same thing. Matt Ryan is going to have to bring that 3,000, 4,000 yards. You're going to have to eclipse 4,000 yards. And JT is going to have to run for 2,000 yards. You're going to have to balance this thing out, man. And you're going to have to keep him upright. This offensive line is going to have to hold him up, have to let him do his thing. The man threw 11 interceptions last season. He threw a lot of incomplete passes as well, too. You know what I'm saying? So the question is can Paris Campbell stay healthy? Can he put his receivers in a position to where they can succeed? You know what I'm saying? And he succeed as well. You got Naeem Hines. You're paying the kids $6 million a year, 3 years, $18 million. Let's utilize it. If we're paying him $6 million to sit on the bench, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? I'm reading the articles that's saying that we're going to get more out of Naeem Hines this season. You should have got more out of him last season. When I look at Hines, Hines reminds me of a Wes Welker, Tom Brady's asset. He's not a gadget. He's not a gidget. He's not a widget. He is an asset. And he's a dominating asset at that. You know what I'm saying? He could be a dominating asset to Matt Ryan if Frank Wright utilizes him right. Like I said, man, he reminds me kind of Wes Welker. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You can leave your thoughts in your comments below on that if you want. But you know what I'm saying? You go down to Houston, man, Paris Campbell's going to have to stay healthy for the whole season. He has to, because if he doesn't stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? You got Alec Pearson. We don't know quite what to expect from him. I mean, he was good in college. Paris Campbell was good in college. But can he get on the field and do his thing and stay healthy? I'm hoping that he stay healthy. I mean, he sent a tweet out last season. It says something like, "Come on with the season, man." Paris Campbell did, and I was like, "Can you stay healthy the whole season?" That was my reply. And then the season came, and week 5, you're out of there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it's his fault, but you do have those players who are injury prone. They're brittle. You blow on them and they break. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And they're not college kids. They're not hitting you like these are grown men hitting you on the field like Mack trucks. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying? You got the best running back in the league standing behind Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Going down into this game in week 1. He has to get out to an aggressive start as well. The run game has to be strong from start to finish. You got Philip Lindsay as your backup. So that means that you shouldn't even be throwing Naeem Hines in the back there like that. You should have him and Ashton Dulin or Kiki QT coming playing the slot, if you will. There's no need to put him back there when you got Jonathan Taylor and Philip Lindsay. I hope we see more out of Hines this season. I hope that they're right, and you know what I'm saying, and that we get to utilize this asset as he is and for what he is. You know what I'm saying? Um, you held him to 3 points, man. You know, but like I said, you know, the Colts have a hard time in week 1. It's a struggle. It doesn't matter who they play, and it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Brissett, I'll say it again, loss. Rivers, a loss. Wentz, a loss. You know what I'm saying? Those, and they're distasteful. That hurts. I mean, it takes. I don't even want to talk about the Baltimore game. When you sit back and you look at that game, you're like, "What in the hell? Just stab me right now. Just get it out." What happened, man? You know what I'm saying? The Colts offense and defense just fell apart. And we can't be that this season, yo. If we want to make it to the playoffs, if we want to win our division, the AFC South, if we want to be where the Cincinnati Bengals are right now, we have to come out from start to finish strong. Our wide receivers have to play strong. Our tight ends have to play strong on the offensive side of the ball. Which brings me to the defensive side of the ball when it goes into this thing, because now you got Yannick Ngakoue, Dio Dangbo, Shaquille Leonard has been back, aka Darius Leonard, who's been back on the field practicing with the guys. We don't know quite yet if he will be back out there week 1. Rumor says that he will. We'll see. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see what happens. We still got 4 days until week 1 kickoff down there in Houston. Stephon Gilmore. Julian Blackman is back. Nick Cross. You know what I'm saying? On paper, you're saying to yourself, the Colts have a fire ass number 3 defense. And that's what you have to play as. You have to play as a dominating number 3 defense. You can't let these teams come out here and they get 21 points and then we have to start playing catch up. We can't do that. We can't do what we did in Baltimore. Let Lamar Jackson, we played, dominate them for 3 quarters and then let this kid come back and look like the MVP of the whole NFL in 1 quarter. What was that? You know what I'm saying? You saying to yourself, Matt Ryan has been thrown into this pressure, this redemption, this win now mode for the Indianapolis Colts. And you know what I'm saying? It is pressure because we need to get that week 1 win. And that's a lot of pressure. And some good quarterbacks have come in here and lost in week 1. And you're a good quarterback. Let's hope you have a different outcome than your predecessors, if you will. And you know what I'm saying? And take us to a victory in week 1 over the Houston Texans down there in Houston. And let's hope that that defense can line up and do the exact same thing to the Texans that they did last season. 8 straight quarters hold they ass to 3 points. Excuse my French, but that's the truth. They held them to 3 points. We held the Texans to 3 points and we shut them out. We did. So if we can do that, and it's just not this gonna be just this one game. I'm talking about this one game right now because this is the opener. And if you look at the way this thing is set up, you know what I'm saying? You got what? You got the Texans, you got the Jags, and then you got redemption. You got to redeem this, bro. That's something else you've been thrown into because those Seahawks, Rams, Titans, Bucks at home losses. We got to redeem ourselves from that, Joe. You know what I'm saying? We are losing to dominating teams at home. That's where the redemption comes in at, bro. Like I said at the beginning, you're the commander in chief. Sunday, you're going to take the controls. It is totally going to be up to you how you take us and where you take us. And you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, Frank Wright is going to continue doing the play calling. You know what I'm saying? He is, you know. So there's only two things that can happen in win now mode. There's only two things, logically, just honestly. There's only two things that can happen. You can win now or you can lose now. You win now, you might have a 2, 3 year dynasty on your hand that can go on and get that. You know what I'm saying? 2 Super Bowls in a 10-year decade in your 10-year plan. I said that wrong. You know what I'm saying? But if you fail, your 10-year 2 Super Bowl plan is out the window because your time is almost up. To be quite honest. There's only two things in win now mode, man. You either win or you lose. And if you lose, you might as well just tear this whole thing down. Starting with Chris Ballard, Frank Wright, Marcus Brady. Get them all out and start it over. I mean, everybody's out there, oh, you're crazy. They're not going to get rid of Frank Wright. I don't think y'all know this roller coaster, this emotional roller coaster we know as the NFL is going to get started here Sunday. Coaches get cut even after they got their big contracts. Players get cut even after they got their big contracts. General managers get cut after they got their big contracts. Even after they signed their new extension contracts, they still get cut. He can't get cut. He didn't get called into that office at the end of the last season and got his ass handed to him for nothing. You're in a win now mode. You're in a win now mode. And that's what we as the fans are expecting. When you look at the past, the Johnny Unitas, the Peyton Mannings, they built a house of championships. They did. They built the house of championships. Peyton Manning took the Colts to 2 Super Bowls. We won, bro. We are 2-time over AFC champions under his reign. This reign right here, man, we've been to the playoffs 3 times, bro. We got to get back to those winning ways. And I hope that Matt Ryan is the guy to get us back to that way of winning that we know. The Colts is a dominating team. And I'm gonna say this: you can't settle for being a top 10 team. I read that in the fan stand over there at the on the Colts website. You can't settle for top 10. You can't settle for top 5. You want to be where the Cincinnati Bengals are right now, the defending AFC champions. You want to build a dynasty for the next 2 or 3 years with Matt Ryan and carry on. Who's to say he can't play for another 5 years? I mean, the man down in Tampa Bay, he's 44. He's a year younger than me, and he's still playing football. You can't say the man don't want to do this. It all depends on him. The question is can he get the job done? I hope that Matt Ryan is the missing link in our chain that we need, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm going to say it again and I'm going to say it again. Football is back. This emotional roller coaster that we know as the NFL is here. It'll be here Sunday. It'll be here sooner than we know it. I'm super geeked. I'm super ready. I'm pumped. And I'm hoping that the boys go down there and put their foot on the gas and go fast and furious style and don't let up. Don't play 3 quarters and then think that it's a cakewalk in the fourth and let these boys come back and beat us. Don't do that. Don't give me that distaste from Baltimore taste in my mouth this season. Please don't do that to us, man. Don't do that. Don't Carson Wentz us, Maddie. Don't you do it. We standing behind you. I bought your jersey, man. The jersey costs a lot of money. I can't give Carson Wentz his jersey back. I know them Eagles fans is like, ha, that's what y'all get. We tried to tell y'all he wouldn't. He sucked. Now the Colts fans is looking at the Commanders saying, ha, look what y'all got. Even though, you know what I'm saying, Carson Wentz numbers wasn't that bad last season. They were pretty good, you know what I'm saying? It was just the things that we didn't see that the office didn't like. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yo, this is my first show, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place, but you know, I'm ready. I'm geeked. I'm here for 18 weeks. I'm going to try to do my best to make sure that everything is a little bit in more order for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring you the best contents, the best opinions that I can as we watch these games. Like I said, week 1 is here. It's Sunday, September the 11th at 1 o'clock. The Colts take on the Houston Texans down in Houston. Yo, man, leave your thoughts, your comments below. Tell me what you think. Tell me, you know what I'm saying, what I could do better, what, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Just leave it there. I know it's gonna be some negatives, I know it's gonna be some positives, I know it's gonna be more hating than it is anything, but you know what? I don't care. I'm still here for it. I love it. This is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it anyway. I got my boys here with me. I got my boy, my boy. Yeah, that's my crew. That's my coach crew, girl. That's my crew. They here with me. Yo, my name has been E. You've been the good people. I'm trying to do my best. I'm gonna keep doing my best, yo. Like I said, leave those thoughts, those comments down below. If you want to leave a tip for your boy, you can do that. You can leave $1, $2, whatever you want to leave. That's at Skinny Boy One, SKINNIBOI1. And if you thought that this was good, hit that like, hit that share, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified every time I drop a new video. Peace. Go Colts!